Hello?
You have a prepaid call from
Verlis Swan.
an incarcerated individual at the Kern Valley State Prison, Delano, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
What up with you, Verlis?
Oh, man, Charlie, what's going on?
All right, you guys, we got Verlis Swan in here, man, an original. We're going to let you hear from him without any leading questions. Verlis, what makes this interview so significant to you?
Well, you know, I mean, we've been talking about the old times and how things started, and it's a part of our history as Crips. And I feel that it's necessary to explain and have a conversation with the world as a positive, in a positive perspective, as older adults, and explain what's going on and what happened back in the days, and what should and shouldn't be happening right today as we speak.
All right. I first want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to ask you these questions and share your history with us. There's a lot of untold history that a lot of us that are into the history of the Crips are unaware of. First, could you tell us where you were born and when your family first came to Los Angeles?
My mother moved to Los Angeles in 1953. She moved from Madera, California, up north. She was born in Madera, California, and I was born in General Hospital in 1955.
Okay.
November 28th, 1955.
And that's
General Hospital.
That's General Hospital in Los Angeles County, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in East LA.
So where did you go home to? What was the first residence that you remember living in?
Well, that I remember, we stayed on. When my mother first moved down there, we stayed on 58th and Main Street.
Okay, all right. That's considered the East Side.
That is the East Side.
Yeah. Where was your father?
He was from Madera too.
Oh wow, y'all some real native Californians, huh? I said y'all real native Californians.
Yeah, well, my mother's mother never from Oklahoma, but my mother my mother's name was born in Madera, California.
What ethnicity were your parents?
My mother was half white and black, and my grandmother was Indian and black.
And what about Pops?
My father was black. He was a
Three-way call alert.
He was what?
Well, he was brown skinned.
Okay.
African American.
All right. So when you were a little kid and you moved to LA, do you have a 2-parent household or you just live with your mother?
No, I didn't live with my mother. My mother broke up my father. My father was mean. My mother said he was mean to her, so she had to leave her. He liked to beat her up. So she had to leave him when I was 18 months old. So I never did get to see that part of our relationship. But yeah, my mother raised me.
Yeah.
And then I got old enough to become a man, and I raised myself. And I went with me and Raymond Washington started the Crip parent. And we became, because most of us was raised up, most of us raised up by our mother. We all became man in the street. Because as I remember, when I got about 6 or 7, where I could really remember because I stayed on 58th Street as a baby when I was born. But as I can remember, we stayed right there where 69th. That's how 69th Street became 69th Street East Coast. We stayed right there on 69th and Main when all those apartments went all the way down the back of Bethune.
All right.
And it was called Bobtown Apartments back then.
Okay. So what elementary school did you attend?
I went to 79th McKinley.
And what junior
It's
high
called
school?
McKinley. Huh?
What junior high school?
I went to my first junior high school I went to in 1967 was Edison Junior High.
Is that where you met Raymond Washington?
No, I met Raymond Washington in McKinley Elementary. I've been knowing Raymond Washington ever since we were about 7 or 8 years old.
Oh wow! So you wanna basically,
Yeah.
you basically an original friend. You guys original friends, basically.
Yeah, we were childhood friends before Crips and Blood was ever even thought of. We've been knowing each other. We've been knowing each other since like 65.
So Raymond was
65.
Raymond was 2 years older than you, or a year and a half or two older than you. Did you guys hang together though when you were first friends?
Yeah, we did. We started hanging together. We started hanging together real tough, and from like 71 all the way up until he died. We was hanging together.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
We would hang out with one of my cousins at his house right when Raymond got out of prison in 1976. And I talked to Raymond a few days before he got killed. About a week before he got killed.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go back to your childhood. Was there any other significant names of Crips or Bloods that you went to elementary or junior high school with?
Yeah, Edgar and Edward Reed. They was there too. Edgar and Edward Reed. They was inside Crips too. They was there. One of them dead. One of them still in Texas. I don't know if he's still living or not. But Edgar's dead. I think Edward's still living. He's still in Texas.
Okay.
But yeah.
What did you make it?
Me, Edgar Reed.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It was me, Edgar Reed, and Raymond Washington. Edgar Reed, Edward Reed, and Raymond Washington. All three of us was knowing each other from 79 McKinley Elementary School.
Okay. Did you ever run across A.C. Moses, King Baba Louie?
Yeah, you talking about the Baba Louie that was from Peru?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he used to be a Crip.
Yes.
Baba Louie there.
Yes.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I think he the one, I believe he's the one that killed Buddha.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. No, that's a different AC. That's West Side AC.
Huh?
That's West Side AC. That's a different AC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but no, I know. Okay, I know Baba Louie that Baba Louie from Taru Street.
Yeah.
I thought AC had turned Taru too after he killed Buddha.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. So what did you make it to high school, or did you end up going to YA first?
I went to YA. Let's see. Yeah, I went to YA. No, I made it to high school before I went to YA.
Where'd you go? Fremont?
Because I went to YA. Yeah, I went to Fremont in 71. That was the only high school I ever went to. And right after I was in high school, maybe almost 6 months, I went to YA. And after that, I never did go to school again. But I was always in jail.
Yeah. So when excuse me if I skip around, I'm just thinking of things that come to my head.
No. And I got you. It's no problem. I'm flexible like that. It's good.
All right. How about Craig Munson? You ever heard of him?
Craig Munson?
Yeah.
Yeah, Craig Munson from Avenue?
Yes.
Yeah. I know Craig Munson.
I had the extreme pleasure of interviewing Craig here on my channel. He was a really good interview. He had a lot of good historical information. What could you tell me about Craig when you was growing up?
It's the only thing I can tell you about Craig, because I don't think Craig will remember me, because we used to see Craig when we was youngsters. I was going to, the last time I seen him was in 1970. I was going to doggone Charles Drew Junior High School. And I used to go over there and talk to him and Sugar Bear back in the days about the gangster cars, because they had a bunch of 39 and 49 Chevys that I used to like, and we used to talk about the cars and pit bulls and stuff all the time. But outside of that, I never knew much of anything about them. All I knew, they was big and they lifted weights, and they was from the avenue. They had these dogs and the low-ride gangster cars.
All right. So speaking of those cars, of lowriders and gangsters, you ever heard of Bird from Slauson?
Yeah, I knew Bird from Slauson. The last time I seen Bird was in 1980 at the pool on 73rd in San Pedro. Me and him used to talk all the time, and he inspired me because he was a good dude. And I knew Bird. I was a kid when they was really active for Slauson and stuff. I was 10 years old. They used to hang out at Fremont, him, Bird, and another cat named Lafayette from the Slauson. I knew both of them real well.
I also interviewed Lafayette too.
Oh, okay. I thought Lafayette was dead. I don't know. Is that right?
Nah, he's still living.
I ain't seen him. Huh?
He's still living.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen Lafayette. I haven't seen Lafayette since about 74, 75.
So them dudes, so they was known. No, throughout the east side, huh?
Yeah, because they was over there where the Crips, where we started at right there on 76 and San Pedro. All that was their territory. They was named Slauson from that street Slauson, but most of them hung out. They hung out in the 70s. And the 60s and 70s back there.
Okay.
The Slauson's there.
Okay.
And their school was Fremont. The school was Fremont. And back in them days, Fremont was a low-riding school because we had the body and fender shop that used to paint them cars right there on 76 and San Pedro. And we had the low-riding strip, which is Crenshaw low-riding strip now. It used to be right there on Florence and Maine. The Taco Fiesta was a low riding scene on Sunday night.
All right. So what year does the Crips come out, and how did the concept come about?
Well, the Crips, Raymond had the concept in '69, but you can really say that it didn't really get out there until like '70. You could say the beginning of '70 was the uprising of the Crip gang, period. The Black Panthers just went out, and then that's when the Crip gang came in. So when we make that statement again, because I kind of lost track right there. Go ahead.
I said, what year did I asked, what year did the Crips start, and how did the concept come about?
Well, Raymond Washington scared that he got the name from a diamond called a Crip. Okay, that's what he told me. Me and my brother, now, I would like for you to research that, because we asked Google and it said they were talking about the diamond Crips out of Fresno, and that's not what we were talking about. We were trying to figure out what I need to find out, and I never found out exactly whether it was a diamond called a Crip or not. But if it didn't come from that, I think it came from Keeping It 100. I think the name came from the Superman show Kryptonite.
Ah, never heard that one before.
Yeah, it came from Kryptonite.
Okay, so what would you put yourself as, like when the Crips started, were you part of the first 5, first 10, first 20, or what?
I was a part of the first 5 because it was Raymond Washington. I'm gonna give you the rank and file right now. It was Raymond Washington, me, Bulldog, Tookie Williams, Joseph Beeman, a big band from Hoover, the Hoover now, and Sugar Bear. We was all the first 5 or 6 main Crips from back in the day. back in the days, we had power. The Crips had, I had just as much power on the east side as the Crips as I would in Compton or the west side. We had power over all Crips back then. Back then, we was all one gang, and all of us that was leaders, me, Raymond Washington, Tookie Williams, and Bulldog, and we had power over the Crip gang wherever we went.
All right, let me be clear. You because the question I was asking was the first Crips, but I feel like you answered the most powerful Crips.
Okay. Well, the first Crips was Raymond Washington, because he started it, me, and Tookie Williams, and Bulldog. We were the first 4 Crips.
So you saying Tookie started in 1970?
Tookie, yeah. We all basically we kind of all started at the same time, but we started east side. Here's the thing: the east side started before the west side. The Tookie was from the west side, but no sooner than we got started.
You have 60 seconds remaining. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
But I'll say this, okay, we'll put it like this here. When we really became known as the Crips, that's why I put Tookie in there and don't exclude him from the fame of one of the persons that originally started the Crip gang, because the Crip gang didn't really get known until Tookie Williams and them joined, which was about 6 months after the Crip gang had started. But originally, it was me, Bulldog, Joseph Beeman, and the twins, Edgar and Edward, Reed, and Bulldog. He was the first real Crips off the east side.
Okay, they're going to hang up. You can call back. All right. So we're going to do sequence after sequence after sequence. So that was his recollection of the beginning of the Crips and being born and raised in Los Angeles.